What a day.
Oh, I can't believe it. I was certain Luke would find that statue at Emma Lutz's apartment.
Well, he didn't, and that's that.
You don't think Luke lied, do you?
Don't start mistrusting Luke.
Oh, I'm not really. I'm just upset.
No, I'm sure Luke's honest. I mean, after all, he could have stolen millions of dollars in gold last summer, and he didn't. I'm sure his disappointment over not finding the Ice Princess is very genuine.
Edward, I'm frightened. I don't know where to turn.
Well, I'm just going to have to start in all over again.
But where? Where do we start looking?
Luke will come up with something.
Oh, Edward, you heard what Luke said. That statue could be anywhere in the world, and he hasn't any clue as to where it is.
I think he was just let down at the moment. He'll snap out of that.
I don't know, Edward. What if Luke decides to give up entirely?
I think that was kind of fun going grocery shopping together.
Look, I hate to keep telling you this, but I don't want to cook dinner in your apartment. I want to take you out to a nice restaurant.
I think it's going to be kind of nice to cook dinner for you.
Laura, I had such plans. This was supposed to be a very special evening.
And it is going to be a very special evening.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It was supposed to be the beginning of a whole new day, a whole new era, the whole bit. What is this, we're going to do a gig on a hot plate? I'm sorry, it's a drag.
I have a stove. Have you forgotten that I have a stove?
Well, that's class.
It is. Are you kidding? Luke, look at this. Look.
What?
It's a chair, and somebody threw it away. I mean, I could fix this up.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious. Really, I want it.
You don't want it. It's a piece of junk. You're not taking this out of a junk pile. You're not going to pick stuff up off the street, so you're not going to do that. Come on, forget it.
I'm not picking stuff off the street.
You leave.
A little bit of
Look, will you forget it? Forget it.
I do need a chair, you know.
What we both need is a new door. Do you have your key?
Yes, I do have my key. As a matter of fact, I think I put it in my coat pocket so that it would be handy. There it is. Aren't you proud of me? I mean, I'm so organized about everything now.
Yeah, I am proud of you. Thank you.
For what?
For putting up with me. Look, I'm sorry. I just, I had other things planned, you know.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay. Oh, I don't understand this door. I mean, sometimes it's impossible, and then other times it'll work like a dream. Oh, there, the light. All right, let's just put the groceries on the table here, and then I'll fix dinner.
Oh, no, no, no. You're not going to cook for us. I'll cook.
No, we'll cook dinner together. I mean, you can open up the cans, and I'll put it all together, you know? Here. But first, let's have a glass of wine.
Oh, what a good idea.
Yes. Here, you can open the bottle. I'll get some glasses.
Great.
And then, I think we should talk about it.
Talk about what? Today? I don't even want to think about it. Thanks, anyway.
But you are thinking about it. And I think it would probably do you some good to talk about it. Besides, I would like to know what's going on. I really feel very left out.
I realize that.
Okay. You want to tell me about it? I would like to hear it.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Okay, what the hell? I went, as you know, to Emma Lutz's apartment today to have lunch with her.
No, you went there to look for something. That much I do know.
All right. Well, did you know I didn't find it? I searched that apartment thoroughly. It was not there. I had good old Slicker stationed outside to warn me in case her old man came home. He did. And I got out of there without being caught.
Luke. Luke, you could have been hurt.
No, I couldn't. Come on. I'm still good at getting out of tight spots, if nothing else.
You really are depressed, aren't you?
I struck out. I was up to bat, and I struck out. I wanted a home run. If I had hit a home run, the Quartermains would have paid me real well. Laura, really well. I I would have had something, and it would have meant a lot to my future.
I like you, rich or poor.
I don't like me poor.
No, it's more than just the money that's bothering you. I know you better than that. There is something else.
I don't like to lose, Laura. You know I don't like to lose.
Who said that you've lost?
I said I did.
Why?
Because I'm looking for this thing, all right? And I didn't find it, all right? And it means a lot to the Quartermains for me to find it. In fact, their whole financial future depends on me finding it.
What? The Quartermain's financial future depends on you finding something? Look, that is crazy. The Quartermains are incredibly wealthy people.
Apparently, a lot of their wealth is tied into this project. Other people want it, too. I didn't find it. I bombed out. I failed.
You only failed today.
Yeah, today. Well, I wasn't talking about my whole life. Just today I failed.
Oh, you're home. How nice.
Well, hello there, darling.
Oh,
Alex will be down in a moment. Monica wanted to see her. Here, let me take your coat.
thank you, dear. Did you have a good day?
Oh, yes, yes. Splendid, splendid.
Oh, here she is now. Did you have a good day, darling?
Oh, a pretty good day, Lila. Thank you.
What have you got there?
Oh, this is something for our auction. Isn't it lovely?
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah, you take a look at it, Alex. You know so much about art.
Well, I would say that it's quite a good watercolor.
It was donated by Rose Kelly.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know she was into collecting art.
Oh, something about an artist she knew. But anyway, I think it should sell quite quickly, don't you? It's a local scene, and it's really, really very charming. I do hope that these things haven't been in your way.
Oh, I really hadn't noticed.
Good Lord, Lila. Are you having all these things brought to the house?
Oh, no, dear. They're going to be sent to the police station. Captain Ramsey's promised us some space there.
Well, why are these things here?
Well, darling, sometimes people get a little confused. I think they thought that they were supposed to deliver them here.
Well, you better set the people straight. You know, the den's already full of junk.
Well, hardly junk, darling. Alex, you going to donate anything?
Yes, I'm having some art objects brought out of storage. And I will send them to the police station.
Good. You know, actually, I think it's really not bad at all that things are coming here, because the newspapers are sending a photographer tomorrow to take publicity pictures, and this way I'll have something to show them. Well, dear, I'll see you at dinner. I'm going to go upstairs to the nursery to see Alan Jr. before he gets tucked down for the night.
All right, darling.
Oh, Edward, I could use a drink.
Of course. Why not? Another brandy?
Oh, anything. Edward, I'm afraid Duval is getting out of hand. I may have to tell him that I lost the Ice Princess.
Alex, why are you so frightened of being truthful with the man?
Well, the problem is he doesn't trust me anymore.
Why not?
Well, to be quite honest with you, Edward, I haven't told you the complete truth about Duval.
Really? Well, I suggest you start being honest immediately.
I made Duval a partner in the manufacturing of the diamonds. I offered him half interest.
What? How dare you, Alex?
Now, just listen to me,
How dare
Edward.
you cut into the Quartermain profits like that?
Edward, I had no intention of sharing the profits, let alone 50%. But I would have offered him anything to get my hands on that formula.
I cannot believe you have done what you've done.
Edward, it was not my fault that the Ice Princess was stolen, and you know it. Now, look, we've got to figure out a way to handle Duval. And I think the best way to do that is to let him think that you agree to the 50-50% partnership.
I can't see that you've given me a choice.
Thank you, Edward. And I promise you it will work. I promise you. Just as long as I keep Duval in control.
Hello?
James, darling, I have to see you. I have very good news.
Well, it's about time, Alex.
Well, I think you're going to be very happy about what I have to say to you. I'll meet you in my car. I'll park at Harbor Way and Swan Street in about a half hour. Edward, I am just about to my breaking point.
Breaking point, Alex? A breaking point about what?
I am not broke. Let me take you out. Let me do this. I tell you what, it's still early, okay? Get yourself dolled up. I'll go upstairs. I'll shower. I'll drown myself in cheap aftershave, and we'll close the best restaurant in town, okay?
That's ridiculous. We've already got everything underway, and it'd be a waste. Really. Come on, help me open these cans. We'll dump them into this bowl here. Here.
Casserole.
Yeah. Besides, I kind of like the idea of us having dinner here, alone together.
You do?
Yeah, I really do. We're actually having a date. We are. I think it's terrific that we've gotten far enough that we can actually have a date. Yuck, it's not even cooked.
It won't be any better cooked here.
Come on, Luke. You level with me.
About what?
Well, I'm taking this to mean that you're starting to trust me more.
I trust you.
You know what I mean? That you trust me not to hurt you again. Luke, you do trust me, don't you?
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. Just forget that I even said that, okay? But let's stay here, all right?
All right, we'll stay here.
Good, good.
You know, you're a real sicko, Laura Baldwin. Look at this junk. I mean, you could be swimming up to your ears in caviar with Roberto What's-His-Face. And what do? You don't do that. You choose to stay here and walk around, tread through casseroles up to your elbows, and self-pity from an old disco bum. You're not well.
Peel the potatoes.
I killed disco. Don't let me ruin your evening.
Got the peeler.
Boy.
Scorpio. Cassidy. I'm sorry if I'm late, but I waited until my men made sure that Luke Spencer hadn't followed you.
Should have saved yourself the trouble. He's on a date tonight.
Are you sure?
I can guarantee it.
Are you still interested in our partnership deal?
I'm here, aren't I?
All right, then let's get down to details.
Good.
Of course, you know that the Ice Princess is my property and that Alex stole it from me. And I want back what is mine.
If we can agree upon a partnership, you'll have my help.
What about Luke Spencer? Has he had any luck finding where the Ice Princess is?
No luck to date, but as I've said, that could be a setup.
To throw us off, like you said. Make us go on searching for something that has never been lost in the first place.
It's a distinct possibility.
Do you think Alex is already manufacturing diamonds?
If she is, and I have no way of knowing, she's found a very effective cover.
Scorpio, I'll give you 25% of all profit if you can find the formula for me, and if you can find out if they're manufacturing.
25%.
Now, don't you think that's fair?
25% of something that was never mine. Not bad at all.
Well, then it's agreed.
Let's get a few things straight, Cassadine. I want a free hand, which means you call off your man, and it also means no more tails on Luke Spencer.
I don't know about that, about giving Luke Spencer free rein.
I can handle Spencer, and if he's handled correctly, he'll tell me what I want to know. And that is that Alex never lost that damn statue at all.
I have to think this over.
You better think pretty quick, sport, otherwise the deal's off.
All right. It's agreed. We are partners to find the Ice Princess.
So you see, it was really good news that I was talking about.
But you did say you were at the breaking point.
About a business deal. That's what I was talking about, Alan. Isn't that right, Edward?
Yes, yes, of course it is.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a very important meeting I have to go to.
Wait a minute, Alex. I'll walk out with you.
I have to get my coat.
I really do need to ask you something.
I'm really in a much too big a rush to stay and talk about money.
It's not about money, Alex. I just said I need to talk to you. I want to know why Monica wanted to talk to you alone upstairs.
Oh, that. Alan, dear, you really must learn to be a little more discreet.
What do you mean? What did she ask you?
She said she ran across you in a hospital lobby using a payphone, which she thought was a bit strange, and that you mentioned my name, and that you said you were deeply involved. She asked me if I was the one you were talking to.
What did you tell her?
Don't worry, dear cousin, I covered for you. I said that you had phoned me to inquire about some financial maneuvering that I was doing, and that you felt that being a family member, you were deeply involved, which you are. So, dear cousin, you owe me one, because we both know that we didn't have a little telephone conversation this morning, now did we?
Laura, I'm getting feelings all over. Where's that newspaper?
Just a minute. Here.
Would you mind opening it up for me?
No, of course not. Let's see. There you go. Can you lift that up?
Fine.
Can you get that away from me?
Just...
Push this over here.
Oh, organizazione.
That's right.
Thank you.
There you go. What's Hutch?
Gets a prison term.
I don't believe it.
Jefferson Smith Hutchins, who pled guilty to all counts, was sentenced to a prison term of from 25 years to life.
25 years?
Hutchins received his sentence with no show of emotion.
He never could show his emotions.
Testified behind closed doors, against other crime figures.
We knew he was going to do that. I thought that was going to help. This is 25 years.
Says he's eligible for parole in 8 years. It could have been a lot worse if he hadn't turned state's evidence. It would have been life for sure. No possibility of parole.
This is it, Hutch.
Yeah. Home sweet home.
Hello, Alex.
Come in, James. Come in.
You said you had good news.
I do have good news.
And it better be good, Alex. I can't go on living this way.
I know you can't, but it's just going to have to be for a little while longer, because we don't want the Cassadines to see you now, don't we? Now for the good news. I told Edward about the partnership that you and I have.
You finally did?
Yes?
Or are you lying to me?
Of course I'm not lying to you.
You should have told him at the start, Alex.
Yes, I know I should have told him, James, but I was just a little bit afraid of his reaction. But you know what? I really shouldn't have been, because he was absolutely wonderful.
What did Edward say?
Well, he said that he thought that we could do no less than 50% with the man that created the formula, and that was going to make our family one of the richest in the world. So you see, all your waiting and hiding was absolutely worthwhile. And I think that... Get down! Get down! Someone's coming. Okay, it's Scorpio. Now stay down and let me handle it.
Well, 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 Alex Quartermain. Now, this is what I call a surprise. I thought you liked to ply trade uptown, Alex.
I'm just out getting him some air. And what are you doing out tonight?
Oh, it's not quite so chilly now. Thought I'd check out how the other half lived.
I thought you had a date with Laura.
Win a few, lose a few.
Do you mean she turned you down?
Previous engagement.
With, Luke? Were they out together?
The interest you display in your own employees is really quite touching, sweetheart.
And your passion for Laura is really quite touching also. But I'm afraid all your pumping her for information isn't going to do any good, because she doesn't know anything.
So I've discovered, but I have an enormous amount of fun finding it out. And you're wrong about my feelings for Laura. I was disappointed that she couldn't have dinner with me tonight. But while we're partaking of this frivolous little chat, tell me, who's KW, Alex? I'm still interested in that note that I found in Laura's typewriter. Now, how did it go? Delivered package to KW. Delivered a package.
Well, Laura does have an amusing way of leaving little notes around for herself to remind herself. But if you're so curious, why don't you ask her yourself?
I intend to, but she's a little vague about it. Not very forthcoming with information. Rather like you.
Poor lad, I certainly hope you don't lose any sleep over it tonight.
Don't worry about my sleeping habits, love. Just don't take any bad checks. Bye-bye.
Kate, get up.
Alex, you look scared to death.
Of course I'm scared to death. Don't you realize the danger that you're in?
What did Scorpio want?
I think Scorpio has joined forces with Cassadine, but he's trying to cover it.
And why did you talk to him?
To protect you. He could have followed you, and he also could have followed me.
What did he say to you? I couldn't hear.
He was asking about some initials that he came across at my office the other day while he was snooping. The initials were KW. Just thank God your whole name wasn't spelled out.
Well, it's no wonder you're so frightened.
Now look, James, you're going to be a dead man if Cassadines finds you. And that's why you've got to do what I say. You have got to trust me. Now, you do trust me now, don't you, James?
Well, I have to, Alex. There's no one else to trust. I wish I'd never worked on this Cassadine project. Never invented the formula that made the Ice Princess a reality.
I guess I'll go and check and see how dinner's coming.
All right.
I'll get it. Hello?
Mrs. Edward Quartermain, please.
Yes, one moment, please. Mother, it's for you.
Oh.
It's never for anybody else these days with that charity auction for the hospital coming up.
Thanks, darling. This is Lila Quartermain.
Hello, Mrs. Quartermain. My name is Mrs. Charles Lutz. And I just wanted to tell you that I admire you so much for the work that you've been doing on the art auction for General Hospital.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, I would like to help. In fact, I have an art object that I would be glad to contribute.
Well, that's lovely. We'd be very happy to have it. They were asking me about Amy. I didn't know what to say.
How could Amy have even thought to say those kind of things to Heather?
She doesn't think. That's the whole problem.
Yeah. That makes a rather fine motive. It does, an excellent motive for Heather to want to blame Diana's death on Anne.
How could she do it? She's been locked up in the sanitarium.
I mean, maybe there is some way she could have. Now, see, I can't stop thinking that she is connected with that murder in some way. She knew that Stephen Lars was PJ. She also tried to hurt Diana before.
Rick, how did she get a gun? Hmm? And how did she get out and get herself enough time to do all of those things that night when she's confined in a mental institution?
A lot of things in life seem impossible to really take place, but they do, don't they?
Yeah, you do.
Leslie. How are you today, Rick?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm really terrific, Tony. Tony, how are you?
Can we have a nightcap?
That sounds lovely. We've only got one more patient here, and then we'll close up after that, huh?
Just one more? I tell you what, why don't I take care of that one more patient? You please feel free to go out. I'd love to see you out. Have a nice evening.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sounds wonderful to both of us. I'll get my coat. I'm ready. Night, Rick.
All right, have fun.
Oh,
Good night.
Will. Casserole smells pretty good. Too bad I'm that hungry.
Nothing new about that. You never were really hungry unless you were looking in the face of danger.
Well, if that's true, then I should have gained, about 100 pounds last summer.
You're still thinking about him, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Me too.
Luke, you know, Hutch still thinks that we're together and everything, that we're deeply in love. If we do go to visit him, what are we going to tell him? Because I don't want to lie to him anymore. It's not fair.
What do you want to tell him?
I think you know. What are you going to tell him?
I'm going to let him believe what he believes. You know, this casserole doesn't smell like Chateaubriand. I don't want to eat 45-cent a serving casseroles with you, and I don't want you thinking about getting garbage out of the garbage to put in your apartment as a piece of furniture. It isn't right.
You know something? I'm really glad you reminded me of that, because I do want that chair, and I think I'm going to go get it right now.
No, you're not. You're not going to... Laura, come back here. Laura, you're not going out... Oh. You're acting like a bag lady. You're going to wear 6 sweaters to work tomorrow. You know that. Will you leave that thing where it is?
No, I want it.
You're out of your mind. You know you are impossible. You get your little mind made up, and you get really impossible.
You're right. I do have my mind made up. So help me get this out of here, okay? I want to get a look at it.
Oh, brother.
It has possibilities.
It's a dead thing. Let it die in peace.
No, I mean, I can fix it up.
You can't fix this. Look, it's sagging. It'll fall apart.
There's only one way to find out.
Hello? Allow me, madam.
Huh, it caught my eye the minute I passed your store.
Yes. Now, be sure your safety belt is fastened. Keep your hands inside the car. This is what we call a killer ride. It's going to crumble under you.
It didn't grumble. It's just fine. Sold. I'll take it.
You want me to wrap it, or are you going to wear it?
No, you can carry it. This is fine.
I'm not going to carry it. It's a
chair.
You're really going to do this, aren't you? You're going to take this piece of junk, aren't you?
Sure. Sure, why not? Why not take whatever life throws out into the street and make it into something good?
Oh, now I know your game. Now I know what you're doing. Uh-huh. Trying to cheer me up? Oh, you're better than dial a prayer, aren't you? You're absolutely amazing. Why, if she can do this and still have dignity... What the heck did I do last night? I mean, gee whiz, you know, should I throw in the towel? Hell no. Mountie always gets his man, right? Little Nell, we're not tied to the railroad tracks.
That's right.
I'll start tomorrow morning, and I'll look some more for what the quarter means.
That's the way I like to hear you talk.
Yeah. Look, will you remind me tomorrow that tonight I said I was going to have everything?
What do you mean by everything?
I think you know what I mean, Lucy May.